I'm sorry?
Are you recruiting with anybody in the country right
I mean, yes. I think, I mean, facts are pen on paper. But I think if we're talking, beside that, I would say without question, that we're, our name recognition and players wanting to come here on both sides of the ball is as good as anybody in the nation right now. Top 3 or 4.
now? So the Baylor brand is got to be as good as it's ever been.
Well, if it's been better, then I missed that day. But it's been good in the past, really good in the past. But the way the world is now, as opposed to back in the 70s and 80s, is that it's so much more socially aware now, and it's so much more global, within our nation. So I mean, people in Washington, they know what's going on in Waco, Texas, in 2015. Now they might not have known that in '73 or '74, but in 2015, they know. So it's yeah, I think our national brand is the best it's ever been.
When you were starting out, did you have to fight the perception that you can't recruit this story?
I never did because I know about Waco. I know it's South Dallas and North Houston. I know the state of Texas. You want to challenge me on the state of Texas? Ask me anything right now. I mean, I've lived 59 years. I've lived in the state of Texas. I've coached all over the state. I know the people. I know the climate. I know what ticks here. I know mamas like to be able to get in the car and drive and go watch their babies play football. I know that. And I know in Waco, Texas, 2.5 hours, you can be about everywhere in this state. And if you're talking about where the most athletes are in this state, then you doggone can get there in 2.5 hours because they're in the Metroplex, they're in Houston, they're in East Texas, and there's a scattering in Austin and San Antonio area. But that's reality. So, yeah, you doggone right we can recruit to Waco and recruit to Baylor because it's sitting, if you get your map, throw a dart, try to hit the middle. It's going to be right around Waco.